Admission of partner. Listen to the sequence and you have to take the notes also. Okay? Now please listen to the sequence. Anyway, in partnership accounts, before admission of a partner, we'll take this. Okay, in partnership accounts, two things are there. One is dissolution of partnership. Please take down. And dissolution of partnership firm. Please take down. In dissolution of partnership, there can be change in profit sharing ratio, admission of partner, retirement of partner, death of partner. These are all dissolution of partnership. Firm is not getting dissolved, but constitution is changing. Constitution of partnership firm is changing. Example, change in profit sharing ratio. Hear it carefully. Sir, A and B are sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 1:1. Now A has become old. A says, I'll take a lesser share. B, you take a higher share. Now tell me, is there admission, retirement, death, or is there a change in profit sharing ratio? So change in profit sharing ratio is known as dissolution of partnership. Means the constitution is changing. Earlier the ratio was 1:1. Now the ratio could be 1:3. Is that clear? Understood? Similarly, admission of partner. When a partner gets admitted, we have already seen the existing partners have to sacrifice. Change in constitution. Retirement also. 3 partners, A retires, B and C continue, constitution changes. Death also same. So this is known as dissolution of partnership. Okay? And generally, in all these cases, we open an account known as revaluation account. What account? You have to revalue the assets and liabilities. Why? I'll let you know later on. अभी वो logic में बाद में बताऊंगा. Okay? Now, in dissolution of partnership firm is shut down. Shutter band. It means that all the assets are sold. All assets are sold and liabilities are settled. Which account you open? Revaluation account or realization account? Realization account. Because you sell the assets and realize the money. Logic kedri. You sell the assets and realize the money. That's realization account. Is that clear? Here you don't realize. Admission, retirement, death, the partnership firm continues. Partnership firm is not closing. Is that clear? So in this case, partnership firm continues. Is that clear? All of you are able to understand? Oh, concentrate. No talking. I want 100% concentration here. Okay. Shall we proceed? Okay. Now we will take admission of a partner. Okay. Admission of partner. Okay. Sir, partner is admitted because of various reasons. Anybody can tell me the reasons why you want a new partner? First, काम ज़्यादा हो रहा है. 2 partners are or existing partners cannot handle the work, they want another partner. Second, funds come gir rahe hain, correct? Someone has to infuse the funds or induct the funds. Existing partners don't have the kind of money, so they are ready to accept one more partner to the partnership firm who is going to bring additional capital. Or third reason might be the partner who is going to get admitted has got some technical knowledge which is definitely going to be beneficial for your partnership firm. That is why admission happens. So these could be some of the reasons why admission of a partner happens. Now when the partner is admitted, you tell me, if let us assume that, okay, if sir wants to join your partnership firm, you are already a partner A and B. If I want to join your partnership firm, first thing what I'll do is, part A, मैं क्या बोलूंगा भाई साहब, first, if there is any rectification of errors, what? Please clean up your books of accounts. I am very clear. I am a partner. I will enter your partnership firm, but please clear your mess. If there are any errors in your books, please rectify those errors. So first one is what? Tell me, part 1, before admission. Boliye? Before admission. So we'll read this as a story and then I'll tell you what has to be done. Is that clear? Okay? Hello? Concentrate all of you. इसमें first क्या होगा? What is a new partner who is going to come into the firm? He is still not come. Sir is going to be a partner, but I say I will get admitted only after you clear all your mess. Might be there is some errors, rectify karo. That rectification, profit or loss, you share among old partners in old profit sharing ratio. Is that clear? So step number 1, boliye. Rectification of, tell me, errors, if any, should be accounted for, and the resulting profit or loss on the same should be distributed among, tell me, distributed among, punch word, old partners in old profit sharing ratio. Point number 2. General reserves or any other free reserves are to be distributed among, tell me, are to be distributed among, who? Old partners in old profit sharing ratio. Journal entry bolo. Anybody can tell me the journal entry? General reserves or any other reserves, debit to old partners capital. In which ratio? Old profit sharing ratio. Are you all there with me? Reserves or any other general reserve or any other reserves to old partners capital in which ratio? Old profit sharing ratio. Got the entry? Now, I'll ask you a logic. Why this general reserve is not given to the new partner? I'm asking you a question, please answer it. General reserve आपके बैलेंस शीट में है, मैं अभी तक I have not come into your partnership firm, yet to come. अदर की मतलब उससे पहले मैं आपको बोल रहा हूं, अरे भाई रेक्टिफिकेशन है तो वो कर दो. जनरल रिजर्व इफ एनी यू टेक इट. दैट इज व्हाट आई एम टेलिंग यू. Why this general reserve has to be shared among old partners in old ratio only? Because that reserve is created before the new partner enters. So that reserve belongs to the hard work which is done by old partners. So you should go to old partners only. New partners will not have any say in that. Artha aita? Logic. Please understand the logic. Is that clear? Third one. Okay. Now first of all tell me. Okay, before going ahead to the next one, I would like to tell you something. Please concentrate, stop writing. A and B, you have started a partnership firm 10 years back. And 10 years back, you had purchased a land worth rupees 10 lakhs. Worth rupees 10 lakhs. After 10 years today, you are saying, Mr. Vinayak, join us. I'll say, I'll join. Okay? But what am I telling you is, please revalue your assets and liabilities. Reason is, today I am joining. What is the value of the land today? Is it 10 lakhs or definitely more than 10 lakhs? More than 10 lakhs. Let us say the value of the land is 50 lakhs. How much? Now, what is the appreciation in the land? This appreciation belongs to all the partners, including the new partner, or it is attributable only to the old partners? Why? Because they have held that property for how many years? 10 years. Now just imagine, if I enter the firm, apna partnership toot gaya, and you have not done the revaluation. You have not done the revaluation. Land is shown in the balance sheet at 10 lakhs. You have not shown it as 50 lakhs. And we sell. We got a profit of 40 lakhs. Then I will also say, mera share do. 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. What will you say? Sir, ऐसा कैसा हो सकता है? You have just come yesterday और आपकी वजह से ही अपना पार्टनरशिप टूट गया. So tell me, revaluation जो profit और loss दोनों, loss रहा तो your, profit रहा तो you have to bear, old partners. So tell me, what is the logic behind revaluing the assets and liabilities? Tell me, what is the logic? Logic is, when the partner gets admitted, as on that date, he also becomes the part owner of that organization. He also has the say over the assets of the company. But up till that date, whatever revaluation has happened, genuinely does it belong to the new partner or only the old partners? That is why revaluation is done before admission. Understood the logic? So if they ask you why revaluation is done before admission, tell me. Logically, the assets would have gone up or come down. This increase in the value of the asset or decrease in the value of the asset should be enjoyed or borne by the old partners in their old profit sharing ratio. Understood? So next is, tell me. Here dream. Revaluation of assets and liabilities. A. Now one by one, you please understand this, okay? I'll be explaining one by one, so please be careful about it. 1. Upward revaluation of assets. Any asset, fixed asset, current asset, upward revaluation हो रहा है. Correct है? बताइए. Upward revaluation of asset. Entry. Upward revaluation of asset. Journal entry बोलो. Those who have done their second year or in second year. Asset is increasing ना. 100 rupees का asset has now become 150. So 50 increase हो गया क्या नहीं? Value of the asset. Entry. Asset account debit to revaluation account. It will be credited to revaluation. Is that clear? So entry बोलो. Asset account debit to revaluation account. Revaluation account is credited. Is that clear? B. Unrecorded assets now recorded. एक एक बार क्या होता है, एक्चुअली ये रेक्टिफिकेशन में आता है, बट रेक्टिफिकेशन एंड रिवैल्यूएशन एक ही कर दो. इज दैट क्लियर फॉर योर अंडरस्टैंडिंग राइट नाउ? इज दैट क्लियर? नाउ टेल मी, आई एम टेलिंग यू, let us say when I come to the partnership firm, look at the logic. I see this asset. I say, okay, this is your asset, right? Say yes. Show me in your books. Say, sir, it is not recorded only, sir. We forgot only to record it. And this is recently bought. ये depreciate भी नहीं हुआ. 2 साल हो गया. हाँ, कितने को लाया था? 10,000. How much? हाँ, 2 साल का depreciation निकाल के now bring it in your books. Now this asset belongs to all of them or only the old partners? So yeah, as good as revaluation, no? So unrecorded assets now recorded. Entry same asset account debit to asset account debit to revaluation, asset account debit to revaluation. It's a profit. Revaluation credit means that your income is going to increase. Is that clear? Shall we go ahead? C. Downward revaluation. Downward revaluation of asset. Tell me. Entry. Revaluation account debit to asset. Asset gets credited. Is that clear? D. Point number D. Okay. See, I am giving you all the possibilities. I am giving you all the possibilities. Is that clear? Okay. Now, fourth possibility. Let me see how many of you can answer this. Now, let us assume there is an asset. You want me to enter, na? Answer. Okay. Nityashri, ilnodu. This is an asset. I'll tell, see, Nityashri, I am going to be a partner, but before that, I don't want this asset in the partnership firm. Because it is useless, I know that. Now, I find it is useless, but you find it is what? Useful. So you want to take it. So can an asset be taken over by the partner also? Say take over, no problem. Whoever takes over, I don't care. हो सकता है, I'm not saying आएगा करके. Generally admission में नहीं आता. Retirement में आ सकता है. और dissolution में भी आ सकता है. Because dissolution partner takes over what? Some of the assets. But admission भी डाल सकते हो. क्यों? Because ये मैं बोल रहा हूँ ये useless है. Might be, take an example. Have a look at it. There are 4 two-wheelers. How many wheelers? 4 two-wheelers are there. And अपना business उतना चल भी नहीं रहा अभी. Okay. Suhas says, sir, this motorbike I like. I'll take over. Okay. Partnership property taken over by what? Partner. Entry. Entry क्या आएगा? Partners capital account debit होगा या credit होगा? Debit, because he is taking over the assets. तो उसका capital क्या होना चाहिए? कम होना चाहिए. So partner who is taking the asset, his capital will be understood. And asset account is, that will not take here, but I am telling you. Is that clear? Revaluation को effect नहीं होता हो. But this is done before what? Admission. ये सब लफड़ा तुम पहले ही करो. Okay? वो जाने दो. Next. Third, fourth. D. Upward revaluation of liability. Upward revaluation of liability. Tell me. एक लायबिलिटी है, अपवर्ड रिवैल्यू करना है, एंट्री, लायबिलिटी बढ़ गया तो आपका लॉस हो गया ना, एंट्री एंट्री, रीवैल्यूएशन अकाउंट डेबिट, वेरी गुड, रीवैल्यूएशन अकाउंट डेबिट टू लायबिलिटीज. E, unrecorded liability now recorded, unrecorded liability now recorded. Huh? Let us say Vinayak sir is saying, Arey, there is a liability. I am seeing your balance sheet, not prepared well. Other day I had been to a bank, छोटा आपका एक लोन है उधर, you have not recorded in your books, record it. Can I tell you that? Answer is yes. Might be there is a kind of rectification of errors only. You can pass through revaluation also. Is that clear? So tell me the entry, unrecorded liability now recorded. Same entry, yes or no? Same entry, entry. Revaluation account debit. Revaluation account debit to liability. Unrecorded liability now recorded. Clear? Now, can there be a downward revaluation of liability? Downward revaluation of liability. Huh? Liability account debit. Liabilities account debit to revaluation. Clear? Now, whether it is asset or liability, hear it carefully. जहां जहां रीवैल्यूएशन क्रेडिट हुआ है वो प्रॉफिट बढ़ गया, और जहां जहां रीवैल्यूएशन डेबिट हुआ है वो प्रॉफिट क्या हो गया, कम हो गया. इज दैट क्लियर? अंडरस्टूड? नाउ टेल मी हियर, फर्स्ट वन में रीवैल्यूएशन क्या हो रहा है गाइस? फर्स्ट वन में रीवैल्यूएशन क्या हो रहा है? ए में. सो प्रॉफिट बढ़ रहा है, रिवैल्यूएशन प्रॉफिट क्या हो रहा है? बढ़ रहा है. इधर बढ़ रहा है, प्रॉफिट बढ़ रहा है. इधर प्रॉफिट कम हो, इधर प्रॉफिट कम हो रहा है, इधर प्रॉफिट कम हो रहा है, इधर प्रॉफिट बढ़ रहा है. सो नाउ गाइस, जस्ट फॉर योर अंडरस्टैंडिंग, ओके, अगर मैं अगर इधर ये करूं, okay, if I prepare revaluation account, what account? Revaluation account. If I prepare revaluation account, will have debit, debit and credit. Okay, now I can easily put it like this. ये देखो, credit means, credit side means either asset is increasing or liability is coming down. If asset increases or liability comes down, credit revaluation. Are understood or no? And if asset decreases or liability increases, then it should be debited. So credit side is all profit. Example, if I write here buy assets, इसका मतलब क्या है? Assets have increased. Buy liabilities, उसका मतलब क्या है? Liabilities have reduced. बराबर है? So let us say assets has increased by 200, liabilities has decreased by 100. Now here's this side, two assets. There are some assets which are decreasing by 50, and two liabilities are increasing by 50. Now end में बोलो 300, 300, 200 क्या है? Profit. And this profit will be distributed among all the partners or only old partners? Old partners. So formula बोल रहा हूँ, journal entry. What is the journal entry? Revaluation account debit to old partners. Old partners, tell me, capital account in old profit sharing ratio. So profit distribute करने के लिए loss का इसका उल्टा आएगा entry. See, profit will go to the capital account, capital will what? Increase. समझ ला? So come back here, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. G, बोलो G. Point number G, बोलिए. Profit on profit on revaluation. Entry. Revaluation account debit. Revaluation account gets closed. Revaluation account gets closed. What will increase? To old partners capital account. In which ratio? Old profit sharing ratio. ऊपर लिखा है देखो. Old partners capital, old profit sharing ratio. H. Loss on revaluation. Tell me. Loss on revaluation. Tell me. Entry. Old partners capital account debit to what? Revaluation account. In this also is in which ratio? Old profit sharing ratio. So part A is done. What is part A? What is part A? What is part A? Useless fellows. Part A. Before admission. Oh, A. Nina. Yen madati. सीक्वेंस जाओ, थोड़ा स्टोरी सुनो. और एक बार मैं बताता हूं स्टोरी. You are old partners A and B. You want sir as a partner into your partnership firm. I will tell you, bhai sahab, I will not enter unless and until you do the rectification of errors. Rectify your books of accounts. Then call me. Then second, general reserve. I am telling you, I am looking at your balance sheet. आपके balance sheet में reserves है. That reserves is created by you. You still remember P&L appropriation account debit to general reserve? That you have created a reserve. Does it belong to me or only the old partners? I'm saying distribute among yourself. Take it. It is your share. Because once I come, then I will also want that particular what? Share. But that reserve is created by you. Take it. Entry. General reserve account debit to old partners capital account in old profit sharing ratio. Then next thing is, the most important thing is revaluation of assets and liabilities. मैं बोल रहा अरे भाई, I am entering ना, but over a period of time there are some assets उसका value ऊपर गया रहेगा. There are some assets उसका value कितना कम हुआ रहेगा, या liabilities ऊपर नीचे हुआ रहेगा. All that you bear. Profit you take, loss you take. Don't entertain me. These are the things I am telling you, and these are the things which are done before admission. Tell me. Before admission. So before admission, three things. One, rectification of errors, if any. Two, any general reserve or reserves to be transferred to, and loss रहा तो ये entry उल्टा होगा. Old partners capital account debit to P&L. एक बार P&L करके आता है balance. So it is not only general reserve. Sometimes in the balance sheet they'll give what? Instead of general reserve they'll give P&L. Means that P&L which is not yet gone to capital account. See, in our basic class we have seen net profit should be transferred to capital account. But net profit, if it's shown in the balance sheet, it means that net profit account is not what? Closed. Now you have to close it. एक बार net profit will show a debit balance, then it is a loss. तो ये entry उल्टा होगा जो green में लिखा है. Old partners capital account debit to P&L. Loss should be distributed. Because that is a loss which you have made. Don't enter it. I mean, I'll not come and share that loss. समझ में आया? So logic बताइए, ये logic correct है कि नहीं? So before admission क्या क्या करना चाहिए? अरे आंसर, before admission क्या क्या करना चाहिए? Rectification of errors if any. Rectification profit or loss share among old partners in old profit sharing ratio. Second, general reserves if any share among old partners in old profit sharing ratio. I have not given the loss. Loss also should be shared. Third, revaluation of assets and liabilities. फटाफट बोलो. Assets, upward revaluation of assets or unrecorded asset now recorded. Same entry. Entry. Asset account debit to revaluation. Downward revaluation of asset. Revaluation account debit to asset. Then liabilities, upward revaluation of liability or unrecorded liability now recorded. Revaluation account debit to liabilities. Liability decreases. Downward revaluation of liability. Entry. Liability account debit to revaluation. Then finally, profit or loss on revaluation should be distributed among old partners in. So ये new ratio आता ही नहीं है part 1 में. Everything is old. Sacrifice भी नहीं आता इधर. अभी आएगा देखो मजा. Part B. Part B. Part B क्या लिखूं? on admission. Whew. Okay, what should I do? What should I do? You have cleaned up your books, rectification किया, general reserve distribute करके लिया, revaluation किया. Now you tell me, old partners, what should the new partner do? I will bring my share of capital. Okay, so admission में first one, new partner brings, tell me, his share of capital. Entry, bank or cash account debit. See, for the partnership firm is getting the cash or bank balance is increasing. 2, new partners capital credit. Any difficulty? Okay. What else you want me to bring? Very good. Goodwill. Very good. Goodwill. What will you say? Mr. Vinayak, our partnership firm is having what? Goodwill. Any of the 5 methods you can calculate the goodwill? Average method, simple average, weighted average, super profits, annuity or capitalization. Yesterday we have seen that. Some of the sums they will directly give the goodwill. Some of the sums they will not give the goodwill. You have to calculate what? Goodwill. You say, fair enough. I'll bring goodwill. Now, goodwill adjustment. Okay. Now, इसके लिए there are cases. There are what? Cases. Now, have a look at it. हाँ, आ जाओ. Example लेंगे पहला. ये based on this example, we will solve the sum. And I'll give you good amount of cases of goodwill. Is that clear? Okay. First, firm's goodwill. Firm's goodwill. Rupees 91 lakh. Okay, एक लेंगे, एक मिनट. Okay, 90,000 लेंगे, no problem. Firm's goodwill कितना है? 90,000. Okay. Now, A and B old partners. Profit sharing ratio is 3:2. 3:2. Is that clear? Okay. Now, C is admitted for 1/3 share. In the profits. Okay. Now, एक मिनट ठहरो. You still remember, as I told you, if only 2 pieces of information are given, 3:2 old ratio and admitted 1/3. Nothing else is mentioned. In that case, the sacrifice ratio is same as old profit sharing ratio. Steps I have already done. You still remember? What step? Step number 1, remaining share. 1 minus 1/3. 2/3. This 2/3 is shared among A and B in the ratio of 3:2. That will be the new share. So sacrifice share also will be 3:2. Is that clear? So right now we can say sacrifice ratio is also equal to 3:2 for A and B. So who has sacrificed? Who has sacrificed? A and B. Okay. Now tell me, case 1, goodwill. Mr. C, new partner, brings his share of goodwill in cash. Okay, now I am C. I have bought the, hello boss, I have bought the capital also. You asked me to bring 10 lakhs capital, I am bringing 10 lakhs capital. Now you are saying, Mr. Vinayak, Mr. C, you are telling me, Mr. C, firm's goodwill is 90, bring your share of goodwill. Now, concept of goodwill मैंने बताया आपको. Why should I bring goodwill? Why should I bring goodwill? Reason is to compensate old partners because they are sacrificing their share in the future profits. For that they should be compensated, yes or no? So, new partner brings his share of goodwill which will be distributed among old partners in their, sorry, sacrifice ratio, not old profit sharing ratio. आपने जितना sacrifice किया है उतना आपको मिलेगा. What old profit sharing ratio? Tell me once again. The goodwill which is brought in by the new partner should be distributed among old partners in their, so sacrificing partners in sacrifice ratio, ऐसा बोलो. Need not always be old partners. Some of the old partners might not sacrifice only. They say, no, पहला भी 50%, अभी भी 50%. And then you are not sacrificing, na? If you are not sacrificing, why will I compensate you? Understood? So tell me the entry. अभी बोलो. How much will C bring first of all? C brings how much? अभी ये सम के हिसाब से कितना लाने का हो? 90,000 लाने का है या 30,000? How 30? उसका शेयर कितना है? 1/3. So C brings 1/3 of the firm's goodwill, which is how much? 30,000. And this 30,000 is shared among old partners or sacrificing partners in, and what is the sacrifice ratio? Old ratio भी 3:2 है, sacrifice ratio भी 3:2 है, but it is not old ratio, it is sacrifice ratio. अलग अलग रह सकता है ना sacrifice ratio. Here I am assuming the sacrifice ratio is 3:2. Is that clear? और एक काम करेंगे, थोड़ा चेंज करेंगे क्या sacrifice ratio, अदरवाइज आपको कंफ्यूज हो जाएगा. एक काम करो, हेलो, ये sacrifice ratio ना 1:1 रखेंगे क्या? Sacrifice ratio, let us assume सम में दिया है, समझो 1:1. ये थोड़ा चेंज करो भाई, otherwise 3:2 means you'll remember it as old ratio only. Let us assume they have sacrificed equally. प्रॉब्लम क्या है? नो प्रॉब्लम. सम में दिया है, वो sacrifice किया है 1:1 करके. Is that clear? नहीं दिया तो I told you, if nothing is mentioned, only 2 pieces of information are given. Old ratio of the old partners and new share of the new partner, nothing is mentioned, then sacrifice ratio is same as old profit sharing ratio. समझो इस सम में दिया है sacrifice ratio. Now tell me entry, journal entry बोलो. अरे C brings his share of goodwill in cash. पैसा रोकड़ा लाया है मैं, बता. बैंक और कैश अकाउंट डेबिट, बैंक और कैश अकाउंट डेबिट, अमाउंट 30,000 to whose capital? A's capital. To in which ratio? Sacrifice ratio, that is 1:1. Is that clear? कितना आएगा? 15 क्रेडिट, 15 क्रेडिट. Clear? Oh, here, Dre. Now tell me, A and B are happy? Up front, at least they are compensated. Up front, at least they are what? Compensated. They're saying, अच्छा है यार, आगे जाके मुझे उतना profits नहीं मिलेगा, but Mr. C is bringing in his share of goodwill. We are getting that credit. ऐसा होता है. Second case, case 2. Hello? Case 2. Mr. C, new partner, does not bring his share of goodwill in cash. Does not. Okay. Game खेलेंगे? Yes? Okay. Let me see how many of you can answer. हाँ. आ जाओ. Story begins like this. Hello, part B. I bring 10 lakhs as my capital. Okay. Ask, sir, bring capital. Okay, take 10 lakhs. Pass the entry. Cash or bank account debit to seize capital. Ask next. My share of goodwill. 10 lakhs लाने के लिए इतना फट गया मेरा सब कुछ. Is that clear? I don't have that extra capacity to bring 30,000. Sorry, I'll not bring. मला होत नाही. बोलो. He says, sir, don't worry, अभी कैपिटल आया है ना, आपका कैपिटल 30,000 से कम होगा. Thanks a lot. Correct answer. Yes or no? Now tell me, if I, two options I'll give you. If I don't bring in cash, what will you say? माफ कर दिया. Yeah, I am not going to leave. What the sacrificing partner? We are sacrificing, we are not gifting. We are not sacrifice कर रहे हैं भाई. Understood? Sacrifice. So sacrifice के लिए मुझे लाना ही पड़ेगा, मगर मेरे पास कैश नहीं है. If I don't have the cash, still you will pass the entry. What will you tell the new partner? Don't worry. Anyway, I have bought in capital. Will reduce your capital. Entry. Whose capital debit यार? What capital? ऐसा बोलो ना. नया पार्टनर कैपिटल अकाउंट डेबिट टू ओल्ड पार्टनर्स कैपिटल अकाउंट इन सैक्रिफाइस रेशियो. आपको क्रेडिट ही होगा वो. अरे दिमाग में जा रहा है कि नहीं? गुडविल नहीं, इधर गुडविल कुछ नहीं आता. इट इज सेल्फ जनरेटेड गुडविल. गुडविल शुड नेवर बी शोन इन द बुक्स. व्हाट गुडविल? Goodwill account will not appear in the books. Understood? Entry बोलो. Entry बोल रहे. Seize capital. That is new partner. New partner capital account debit 30,000. Two A's capital. 2 B's capital. बताइए कितना? 15,000. In which ratio? Very important. No old profit sharing ratio. It is all sacrifice. Goodwill is always in sacrifice and gain. In retirement gain आता है. Oh, who is the gaining partner here? New partner is a gaining partner. So gaining partner always capital account debit. Sacrificing partner always credit. क्योंकि वो sacrifice कर रहा है. वो सैक्रिफाइस कर रहा है करके उसको कंपेंसेशन देना है, इसलिए उसका कैपिटल बढ़ेगा. इज दैट क्लियर? अरे समझ में आया कि नहीं? ये ऐसा ही सीखा है कि नहीं? कुछ नहीं सीखा सर. सेकेंड ईयर में बाय हार्ट करने के लिए बोल रहे हैं. अरे क्यों गुडविल क्या है? रीजनिंग आउट करो. ओ गाइस, सम ऑफ यू हैव गो टू सम वंडरफुल कॉलेजेस हियर. टेल मी, इज इट टॉट प्रॉपर्ली और नो? नो. Then why do you sit? Attendance. Case 3. ಇನ್ನ ಭಾಳ ಕೇಸ್ ಅದಾವ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ರಿ. Ask man. Ask. I am the new partner, you are the old partner. Ask. Bring. I have bought the capital. Second, goodwill I should bring. How much? 30,000. I'll bring only 20. माझ्याकडे एवढंच आहेत. काय करणार ते करा. माझ्याकडे नाही आहे. आय हॅव ओनली 20. टेल मी द एंट्री. You will pass the entry. You are the partnership firm. Pass the entry. Cash or bank account debit 20. C's capital account debit 10. To A's capital to 15. You will not leave your share. ನೀವು ಯಾಕೆ ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಿ? ನೀವು ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ರಿಫೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರಲ್ಲ. करेक्ट? नया पार्टनर कुछ भी बोलने दो, आपको क्रेडिट होगा ही होगा. और गजम निंद्र लो. इज दैट क्लियर? You will not listen to that new partner. Yes, you don't bring. You don't have na cash. Don't worry. We will debit your what? Capital. Anyway, you have got in cash. Anyway, you have got in capital. Capital again reduce madu no. Case 3. हाँ. Mr. C brings part of the goodwill in cash. Example, rupees 20,000. Means he has to bring 30, but is bringing only 20. Entry head rate. Nityashri, tell me the entry. ಎಷ್ಟು? ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅವ್ರ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು? ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ಮುಂದೆ ಹಾಂ ಹಾಂ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್. ಹಾಂ, ಮುಂದೆ ಏಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಟು ಹಾಂ ಎಷ್ಟೇ? ಹಾಂ, ಇನ್ ವಿಚ್ ರೇಷೋ? ನಿನ್ನ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ರಿಫೈಸ್ ರೇಷೋ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಓಲ್ಡ್? Are you getting some logical thing here? This is how you have to study actually partnership. I don't know what they are teaching you all here. ये सीक्वेंस से जाना पड़ता है यार, और आपको जर्नल एंट्रीज भी ऐसा सीक्वेंस से ही डालना पड़ेगा. फर्स्ट बिफोर एडमिट व्हाट यू डू, फर्स्ट गुडविल एडजस्टमेंट, एडमिशन हो गया ना, फर्स्ट कैपिटल. अरे रीवैल्यूएशन करो पहला. वो नया पार्टनर बोलेगा अरे रेक्टिफिकेशन, रीवैल्यूएशन, जनरल रिजर्व वो कर लो पहला, बाद में मैं आऊंगा. उसका कैपिटल कम होगा ना. शेयर इफेक्ट नहीं होगा, 1/3 ही रहेगा शेयर. हाँ, तो 1/3 वी आर अदर पार्टनर्स आर सैक्रिफाइसिंग ना. फ्यूचर प्रॉफिट्स विल बी शेयर्ड लेस, नो. हाँ, आधा 1/2. हाँ हाँ, नहीं, कैपिटल अलग है भाई. कैपिटल विल बी क्रेडिटेड टू माय कैपिटल अकाउंट ओनली. वो मेरा पैसा है, मेरा कैपिटल में जाएगा. गुडविल तुम्हारा पैसा है रे. दैट इज गुड, दैट इज नॉट गुडविल, दैट इज कैपिटल. कैपिटल अलग, गुडविल अलग. हाँ, अभी तेरे पास मेरे पास पैसा नहीं तो क्या करेगा तू? मेरा कैपिटल कम होगा रे, बट तेरा कैपिटल बढ़ेगा ना. पैसा तो वैसे का 10 लाख तो पैसा वैसे ही रहेगा ना. प्रॉफिट ऑफ शेयर कम नहीं होगा. प्रॉफिट्स आर शेयर्ड नॉट इन कैपिटल रेशो, इट इज शेयर्ड इन प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग रेशो. तू भारी है तो मेरा कैपिटल 0 भी रहा फिर भी मेरा शेयर 1/3 है ना. प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग रेशो इज डिफरेंट फ्रॉम कैपिटल रेशो. डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज्ड. केस 4. हाँ, no. He is getting 10 lakhs because I am getting 10 lakhs. New partner is getting 10 lakhs because you are asking me to get 10 lakhs. कैश कम नहीं होगा रे भाई. कैश कितना लाया? कैश कम हो रहा है, होने दो ना. तेरे को क्या प्रॉब्लम है? तेरा कैपिटल बढ़ रहा है कि नहीं? Why are you worrying about me? What? Huh? Then you will share it. It is your money that you can withdraw. Your capital account debit to cash account. Withdraw it. Enjoy. ಹೊಡ್ರಿ ಚೈನಿ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಚೈನಿ ಮಾಡ್ರ ನಾ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡತ್ತೇನೆ ಬೇಡ ಅನ್ನತ್ತೇನೆ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೋರ್ ಮನಿ ಯಾರ್. ವಾಟ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಡೂ? ನೀ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದಿರಿ? ದಾನ ಹಾಕೋದಿ ಹಾಕ, ತಕ್ಕೊಂಡು ಚೈನಿ ಮಾಡೋದಿ ಮಾಡ. पैसा तो आया ना, पैसा है कि नहीं? ले लो, चैनी करो. क्या हो रहा है? हाँ, एंड दैट 30,000 यू विड्रॉ. करेक्ट. अभी मेरे पास है ही नहीं, क्रेडिट हो गया रे. क्रेडिट होने के बाद व्हेन यू विड्रॉ योर अकाउंट विल बी डेबिटेड आल्सो, नो. हाँ रहने दो ना. कौन? हाँ नहीं, अभी मेरे पास नहीं है, क्या करने वाला तू? अरे प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग रेशियो इज डिफरेंट फ्रॉम कैपिटल रेशियो, तब से बता रहा हूं मैं. वाई आर यू लिंकिंग कैपिटल विथ प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग रेशियो? हाँ, how much he has got? ನಾಯಸ್ತಂದನಿ ನಾಯಸ್ತನ್ಯೋ मत 10 lakhs तन ल्या मत नंत कैपिटल कमी आतला. हाँ? अरे अरे तो मेरा भारी है तो तू 10 लाख तो लाया ना. हाँ तो मेरा कैपिटल कम हो गया तो तेरा क्या प्रॉब्लम है? अच्छा है ना मेरा कैपिटल कम हो रहा है. अरे नहीं यार, ये प्रॉब्लम है यार इन लोगों का. क्या व्हाई यू? सो माय शेयर आल्सो शुड कम डाउन. यूजलेस फेलो. देन व्हाई शुड आई ब्रिंग कैपिटल? व्हाई शुड आई ब्रिंग गुडविल? Doesn't make sense. 1/3 share is given based on the agreement, not on capital. 1/3 share is given not on the capital. Now tell me, if I enter, I want 1/3. उतना काम करूंगा मैं, मेरे पास पैसा नहीं है, चलेगा? मैं 1 रुपये नहीं लाऊंगा. But if I come, your profits will increase like anything because I have the knowledge. चलेगा? मैं 1 रुपये नहीं लाऊंगा. हाँ फिर क्यों दे रहे मेरे को? पैसा ही नहीं ला रहा तो मैं ऐसा बोलूं? मैं ऐसा बोल सकता है? नहीं तू वैसा है सर, यू आर नॉट पुटिंग कैपिटल. लो कम लाइक दैट, वर्क एंड गो आउट. मैं क्या धर्मशाला हूं? कोई भी आके घंटा बजा के चला जाएगा? डजंट डिपेंड. नहीं होगा वो. डोंट गेट टू मच इन्वॉल्व इन दैट यार. ये करेक्ट है, यू डोंट हैव टू वरी अबाउट इट. ये समझ में आया कि नहीं वो बताओ मेरे को. अभी फोर्थ केस, कम हियर. हेलो. क्या हुआ? हाँ हाँ, आ जाओ अभी. नो वेट. अभी मुझे बताओ. हेलो, अभी इधर फर्म गुडविल कितना है? 90. ओल्ड प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग रेशो 3:2. सैक्रिफाइस रेशो तो मुझे 1/3 लाना पड़ेगा ना. 1/3 of 90,000 is 30,000. And you have sacrificed how much? 1. 1:1, no? Now let us assume here Vinayak sir, C is a relative of B. You are my relative. So when I come, you are telling I will gift my share to you. What? Gift. You want to gift? Mr. A, Aman, you want to gift? No, they don't want to gift. You want to gift? Might be very close relationship. Okay? Father and son, mother and sisters, brothers, whatever it is, you want to gift. I gift kodri. Now tell me, how much should I bring? कितना गुडविल लाना मुझे? Should I bring in 30 or should I bring in only 15? Only 15 because half is gifted. Half is? Now I bring in 15. This 15 will go to whom? Whom? Only A. Will you get it? Ask, no? Ask. What about my share of goodwill? Ask. Arey, you have gifted. For gift, there is no return gift. Understood? You have gift and when you gift me, you're expecting something. You come to my birthday party, you gift me something, you expect something. अरे पार्टी अलग है, यूजलेस फेलोज. पार्टी अंत. पार्टी तो देना ही पड़ेगा, वो अलग बात है. आर यू एक्सपेक्टिंग फॉर अ गिफ्ट, फॉर अ रिटर्न गिफ्ट? नहीं, बच्चे है क्या गिफ्ट के लिए रिटर्न? दैट इज व्हाई व्हेन द, हियर इट केयरफुली, व्हेन द share of the new partner is gifted by the old partners, then उतना goodwill मुझे लाने का जरूरत नहीं है. I will not bring that goodwill. Are you gifting me? No, छोड़ दो ना. ऐसा भी हो सकता है 1:1. B is saying you have gifted 1/2. You have gifted 1/2. Not gifted, sacrificed. Then I'll not bring. But what will B say is I have 1/2. उसमें से 1/2 में से आधा I have gifted, आधा I have what? Sacrificed. Then here I should bring how much? 15. Here I'll bring 7,500. 7,500 will be credited to your account. Because half of the portion what you have sacrificed, you are saying out of that half I have gifted, half I have sacrificed. समझ में आ रहा है? So that can also be the case. So case 4. Case 4. Mr. B gifts his share to C. In this case, tell me, in this case, C brings only rupees, how much? 15,000. That is 30,000 into 1/2, because 1/2 is gifted by B, 1/2 is sacrificed by A. Journal entry. Let us say he brings in cash. He brings in cash. Entry. Bank or cash account debit 15,000 to A's capital. B को कुछ घंटा नहीं मिलेगा. Now suppose tell me I don't have 15,000 also. ಅವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ನನ್ನ ಕಡೆ 15,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. You are gifting me 15,000 means half of the share. They are not gifting, no, they are sacrificing. मगर मेरे पास पैसा नहीं है तो क्या होगा? Tell me. C's capital account debit to A's capital. अर्थ है था? Are you able to understand or no? These are the cases. Case 5. Goodwill is paid privately. Goodwill is paid privately. Means privately means I am paying you in cash privately, not through the partnership. Partnership में पैसा ही नहीं है वो. Entry. No entry. Privately means partnership accounts ne ತುಕೊಂಗೆಲ್ ರೊಕ್ಕಾದ್ನ ಅಂಡರ್ ದ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಕೊಟ್ನಿಂಗ ತೀತಿಲೋ ಮನಿಗೆ ಬಂದ ಕೋನಿ ಚೀಲ್ನಾಗ ತೀತಿಲೋ ಏನರ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋದ್ನ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಶಿಪ್ನಾಗ ಬರತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಪೇಡ್ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ಲಿ. ಪೇಡ್ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಹಿಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್. ನೋ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ಏ ತಿಳಿಯಾದಿತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲೋ ಮರೆ? ಬೆಟರ್ ದೆನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಅವ್ರು. Any other case? If you ask me to bring some asset, you say, Mr. Vinayak, you have got a fantastic iPad. iPad lao. Cash mat lao. Anyway, this iPad can be used by all of us. Okay, I'll bring iPad. Entry. iPad, asset account debit to A's capital, B's capital. 15,000, 15,000. I valued this as 30,000. Chalega. That doesn't mean that this laptop belongs to you only. It belongs to all the partners. Only thing, your capital account will get what? Credited. Kala. These are the cases, sir. Abhi kya? Ho gaya? Admission? Happy? Are you happy? I am getting my share of capital. I am getting my share of goodwill. If I don't get my share of goodwill, anyway, my capital will what? Reduce. Your capital will what? Increase. Sacrificing partners' capital should always what? Increase. As simple as that. Whether it is admission, retirement, death. In all the cases. And gaining partner's capital account should be debited if he doesn't bring in what? Cash. Easy. ಮುಂದೆ ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ. ಪ್ರಮಥ ಹೇಳು. ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ. ಹೌದು. ಹಾಂ ಮತ್ತು ನಾ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಹಾಂ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಂಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ಕೊಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ए यूजलेस फेलो आई एम ऑल्सो वर्किंग फॉर द फर्म नो ये बात कर रहे आईपैड लाया तो यू आर ब्रिंगिंग आईपैड फॉर अस ओनली मत ना ಮಾಡಲಿ ಕೆಲಸದಾಗ पर्ची and you are telling sir you only maintain the accounts ए ಹೇಳು ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್ ಓಕೆ part hey please ask questions sir don't stop sometimes I make fun don't feel bad okay did you feel bad even if you feel bad you can't do anything part 3 okay now he felt bad okay part 3 head are part 3 now I am admitted what after admission हाँ क्या करना है आफ्टर एडमिशन प्रिपेयर सॉरी ओके ना एक मिनट रहो वन और ए हियर इट केयरफुली एक बार क्या होता है ये सब एडजस्टमेंट हो गया ना नाउ टेल मी new hello old partners capital account is changing because of many reasons one is general reserve revaluation profit or loss goodwill इतना सारा changes हो रहा है आपके capital में मेरा भी capital change हो रहा है because I am bringing in capital मेरा capital debit भी होगा if I don't bring in goodwill change होता है now when after doing all these adjustments if all three of us we decide that अरे we will maintain our capital in the profit sharing ratio what ratio let us say our profit sharing ratio is 1:1:1 example बोल रहा हूँ new profit sharing ratio then you will have to take my capital as a base let us say मेरा capital 10 लाख है कितना है 10 लाख है so taking my capital as a base your capital will also be set तो आपका capital कितना रहना चाहिए 10 लाख आपका कितना 10 लाख but आपका है 12 लाख आपका है 12 लाख आपका है 9 लाख your capital is 12 lakh your capital is how much 9 lakhs and my capital is how much 10 lakhs now you should keep how much capital 10 तुम्हारा एक्सेस कैपिटल है विड्रॉ इट तुम्हारा शॉर्टफॉल है कैपिटल बिकॉज आफ्टर ऑल द एडजस्टमेंट्स द कैपिटल अकाउंट इज how much 9 lakhs but it is decided by all of us that our profit should be in the our capital should be in which ratio profit sharing ratio assuming profit sharing ratio is 1:1 उसको बोलते हैं इक्वलाइजेशन ऑफ पार्टनर्स कैपिटल अकाउंट इन प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग रेशियो टेल मी equalization of partners capital account in profit sharing ratio only thing if it is given in the sum then only do it otherwise don't do it वैसे का वैसा ही रखो अगर ये सेंटेंस दिया है okay taking C's capital as a base they want to maintain their capitals all the partners after admission they want to maintain their capitals in their profit sharing ratio तभी करने का नहीं तो नहीं करने का that is known as equalization of tell me capital accounts in new profit sharing ratio equalization of capital accounts in what if any means if it is mentioned in the sum तो ही करने का नहीं तो नहीं करने का then second one is prepare balance sheet after admission हो गया that's it done okay start one by one revision will do shall we do the revision okay in admission of a partner I have bifurcated into 3 parts part 1 or part A tell me before admission what has to be done by the old partners if there is any rectification of errors, do the rectification of errors, and any rectified profit or loss should be distributed among old partners in their old profit sharing ratio. Point number 1. Point number 2, if there is any general reserve or undistributed reserve or undistributed profits, P&L, that also should be shared among old partners in their old profit sharing ratio. If there is a general reserve account debit to old partners capital account, P&L account रहा तो P&L account debit to old partners capital account. If there is a loss, then P&L account will show a debit balance. In that case, capital account will be debited, P&L account will get credited. Is that clear? All these things you have to take care. हो गया. Then third is revaluation of assets and liabilities. Please tell me, upward revaluation of asset or unrecorded asset now recorded entry, asset account debit to revaluation. Downward revaluation of an asset, revaluation account debit to asset. Then liabilities, unrecorded liabilities now recorded or upward revaluation of a liability entry, revaluation account debit to liability. Downward revaluation of a liability, and then finally you will get profit or loss on revaluation should be distributed among old partners in old profit sharing ratio. Entry for profit, revaluation account debit to partners capital. Partners capital credit means profit. Is that clear? Loss का entry बोलो, revaluation loss का entry, partners capital account debit to revaluation. हो गया part A. Part B or part 2, on admission. On admission, who brings his share of capital? New partner. Entry, cash or bank account debit to new partner's capital account. Is that clear? Point number 2, goodwill adjustment. Case 1, new partner brings his share of goodwill in cash. Entry, cash account debit to sacrificing partners in sacrifice ratio. You can say sacrificing partners, don't say old partners. You can put it as what? Sacrificing partners. Is that clear? Case 2, I don't have cash, I'll not bring in cash, but still entry is passed. Entry, new partners capital account debit to sacrificing partners in sacrifice ratio. Everything is sacrifice. Part 2 mein. Is that clear? Goodwill is always in sacrifice. Third, I bring part of my goodwill in what? Cash. I should bring in 30, but I brought in what? 20. Then cash account debit for that part. Seize capital, new partners capital account debit means gaining partner. I am the gaining partner. New partners capital account debit or gaining partners capital account debit 10,000 to sacrificing partners in sacrifice ratio. Fourth case, you are not gifting, you are gifting. So for the share which is gifted, should I bring in the goodwill? No, entry will not be passed for that. Entry will be passed for whatever A has sacrificed. उसके लिए entry मालूम है आपको. Is that clear? Goodwill is paid privately outside the books of the partnership firm. No entry. And this goodwill which is credited to your capital account, can you withdraw it? You withdraw it, you do whatever you want. Half of the goodwill is withdrawn, withdraw. उसके लिए entry आएगा partners capital account debit to cash because you have withdrawn. Your capital will what? Come down. वो entry नहीं दिया है but हो सकता है. Is that clear? Understood? Clear? Then हो गया part 2. Part B. Part C. After admission, equalization of partners capital account if any given in the sum. Generally whose capital is taken as a base? New partners capital is taken as a base. Is that clear? Understood? But ये दिया रहा तो ही करने का, नहीं तो नहीं करने का. Then next, preparation of balance sheet after admission. Obviously balance will change. Assets will increase or assets will what? Decrease. Capital भी change होगा A और B का, C का भी capital change होगा. Assets जो revaluation नहीं हुआ है, liabilities जो revaluation नहीं हुआ है, same to same assets and liabilities will come in the balance sheet also after admission because there is no change. There are certain assets which are not getting changed, there are certain liabilities which are not getting changed. वैसे का वैसे ही रहेगा. Is that clear? Any difficulty? Now tell me, one second. This is interesting, okay? In admission, how many parts? What? Before admission, on admission, after admission. Similarly, retirement में बोलो. I'll tell you, before retirement, on retirement, after retirement. Now tell me in death. Death बोलो. Before death. अरे वाह 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 वाह. अंदर partner सत्ते ला. Before death. हाँ ना जीवन तो देनी इन मड़के. On death. Up to the date of death. What? अगर पार्टनर सी मर गया समझो, अप टू द डेट ऑफ डेथ उसको जो जाएगा सैलरी गिलरी वो सब कुछ आएगा ना. वी हैव डन इन P&L appropriation account. अभी अल्लाह बताओ, up to the date of death, not before death. Up to the date of death, on the date of death, then is that clear? After that कैसा होगा decide किया. Understood? This is actually your partnership. You have to understand it in a very clean manner. You understand the things now, it becomes very easy. Now once I start solving the sums, these sums खतरनाक sums है. Adjustments भी अच्छा है. I'm not saying simple adjustments भी है, बहुत सारे है, but around 10 to 15 adjustment, 10 to 15% of the adjustments are a bit tricky, where you have to use your brains, and with your accounting knowledge you can definitely crack it. With your debit credit principles you can definitely crack it. Is that clear? Understood? Okay, shall we work out a sum? एक sum देखेंगे. Is that clear? आ जाओ. Shall we go ahead? Hello? Okay. Following is the balance sheet of Ram and Mohan, who share the profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2. As on 1st Jan, Ram and Mohan, old partners, trade payables, that is creditors, building, plant and machinery, inventory, trade receivables and bank, these are your assets. On this day, Sham was admitted on the following. So Sham is a new partner. He is to pay 25,000 as his capital and 10,000 as his share of goodwill for 1/5 share in the profits. So उसको कितना मिल रहा है? 1/5. Next, new profit sharing ratio they have given 5:3:2. It means that you can easily find out sacrifice ratio. No. What is no? No. New minus old. You still remember or no? New minus old. Minus means sacrifice. Plus means don't forget that. That is important. So new ratio is given, old ratio is there, and you can easily find out the sacrifice ratio. The assets are revalued as under. Assets are revalued. Building, plant and machinery, inventory, trade receivables. It was found that there was a liability of 1,500 for goods received but not recorded in the books. Unrecorded liability now recorded. Yes or no? Give journal entries to record the above. Also give balance sheet of the partnership firm after whose admission? Sham's admission. They are asking only journal entries and balance sheet. But as a working note, we'll pass the entries also. We'll prepare revaluation account, partners capital account, balance sheet. नीचे journal entries डालेंगे. Is that clear? Yes? आ जाओ. Start. We will not look at their answer. We will do on our own, part wise, part by part. First, revaluation account. Five, 6 lines, not more. Then partners capital account. How many columns? 3. 3 columns for partners. Around 6-7 lines. See, and balance sheet, you see the old balance sheet. Around 6-7 lines, उतना ही रहेगा. 6 lines. Balance sheet after admission. Whatever is the date. 1st Jan is admitted. 1st Jan 2022. ये PUC2 का समय. Do it, do it. Hello? Yeah. Shall we proceed? I have done, see here, revaluation account, partners capital account and balance sheet. All of you are ready? All of you are ready, guys? Sir, journal entry नीचे डालेंगे. Anyway. Sir, journal entries पहला ऊपर आना चाहिए ना. ये ना तो ये था. हाँ. हाँ. Okay. Shall we proceed? Journal entries. Okay, now wait. See, when such sums are asked, na, you can prepare the revaluation account and partners capital account as a working note. But they have asked journal entries and balance sheet. Journal entries and balance sheet to रहना ही चाहिए. Is that clear? Now, 1 second, wait. If they have asked journal entries, put the journal entries with narration in the journal entry format only. Anyway, date डालो, date तो नहीं है इधर. Everything is done on 1st January only. Particulars, debit, credit, ledger folio. And every journal entry should be backed with a narration. Is that clear? Okay, chalo. Date. Particulars. LF, debit rupees, credit rupees, correct? Okay, now wait. First thing is first. Who are the partners? Ram, Mohan and Sham, right? Ram, Mohan, Sham. Ram, Mohan, Sham. Debit credit. Account के लिए debit credit हमेशा. First, you have to take the opening balance. By balance brought down. Go to capital account first. Please go to capital account and pick up the numbers. Guys, pick up the numbers. Tell me the numbers. 20,000 and 25,000. Chalo. 20,000, 25,000. All of you are there with me? I hope all of you are there with me and you have to solve it the way I am solving it. Okay? Now, we'll start with part A. Part A. What is part A? Part A क्या है? Before admission. Now this is just for your understanding. You can write it. Okay, tell me. 1. First is check in your balance sheet. Please go to the balance sheet. Are there any general reserve? Hello, are there any general reserve? Is there any rectification? No, nothing. So directly revaluation. Directly रेक्टिफिकेशन नहीं है, जनरल रिजर्व नहीं है, P&L नहीं है, तो छोड़ दो ना. डायरेक्टली क्या करोगे? रिवैल्यूएशन. नाउ रिवैल्यूएशन, चेक वेयर द रिवैल्यूएशन. हियर बिल्डिंग 25, मशीनरी 12, इन्वेंट्री 12, ट्रेड रिसीवेबल 9,500. कंपेयर करो. बिल्डिंग 25 इज अप्रिशिएटिंग, इधर 18,000 है, इधर 25. अप्रिशिएटिंग बाय हाउ मच? 7. मशीनरी इज डेप्रिशिएटिंग बाय 3. इन्वेंट्री सेम. ट्रेड रिसीवेबल्स डेप्रिशिएटिंग. इज दैट क्लियर? Now what you do is, I'll tell you, sir, entry कैसा मारने का मालूम है? All appreciating assets take at once. All depreciating assets take at once. Is that clear? Now we'll take appreciate. I think only one is appreciating. Which is that? Building. Entry बोलो. Building account debit 7,000 to revaluation. 7,000. Narration being building appreciated on revaluation. टू करेक्ट है. नाउ डेप्रिशिएट कौन सा हो रहा है? देखो दो है आइटम. देखो कौन सा है? प्लांट एंड मशीनरी एंड ट्रेड रिसीवेबल्स. इज दैट क्लियर? सो प्लांट एंड मशीनरी पे हाउ मच? प्लांट एंड मशीनरी कितना था? 15 था, इसका 12 हो गया. ये 12, ये 25, ये 12 का 12, ये 9.5 बराबर है. सो 3 और 3,500. ओके चलो आ जाओ. टेल मी द एंट्री. टेल मी द एंट्री. अरे बोलो. revaluation account debit. Don't put the amount now only. Which is decreasing to what? Plant and machinery. Plant and machinery is decreasing by how much? 3,000. To trade receivables. Trade receivables कितना? 500. Total is 3,500. हो गया revaluation of assets and liabilities. Now shall we post it in revaluation account? Shall we take it in revaluation account? आ जाओ. Come down to revaluation. Narration लिखो. Narration. Being downward revaluation of assets. Assets भी लिखा तो चलता है. You name the assets, that is also okay. No problem. ओके एक मिनट रो. और एक है, बाद में सीधा जाएंगे. वन मोर थिंग इज देयर. जस्ट चेक. देखो इधर है. देखो. इट वॉज फाउंड दैट देर वॉज अ लायबिलिटी ऑफ टेल मी 1,000 फॉर गुड्स रिसीव्ड बट नॉट रिकॉर्डेड इन द बुक्स. सो लायबिलिटी इंक्रीज हो रहा है तो रिवैल्यूएशन अकाउंट डेबिट. एक्चुअली इधर ही डालने का था, वो चलेगा. वन मोर एंट्री आएगा अभी. क्या कर सकते हैं? ये देखो एक्चुअली इधर ही डाल सकता था मैं. रिवैल्यूएशन अकाउंट डेबिट टू लायबिलिटी करके. एनीवे थर्ड एंट्री. टेल मी द एंट्री. रिवैल्यूएशन अकाउंट डेबिट 1,500 ना टू लायबिलिटी. being unrecorded liability now recorded. Unrecorded liability now recorded. अभी ये सब करो. चलो आ जाओ. ये सब रिवैल्यूएशन में डालना है. सो रिवैल्यूएशन में हमेशा याद रखना क्या है सर? ग्रीन मीन्स इंक्रीज. एसेट इंक्रीज, लायबिलिटी डिक्रीज. इधर आता है रेड लॉस. asset decrease, liability increase. Correct? Yes. So I'll put first green. Buy building. 25,000 minus 18,000. Outer column how much? 7,000. All of you got it? Yes guys. Next. Rest everything is in red only. Tell me. 2 plant and machinery. 15,000 minus 12,000, which is how much? 3,000. 2 trade receivables. Trade receivables are debtors. 2 trade receivables. 10,000 minus 9,500. 500. Then new liability is created. 2 liability. 1,500. समझ में आ रहा है? ऑल ऑफ यू आर एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड? यस गाइस. हेलो. यस. आई हैव डन. नाउ टेल मी, शुड आई क्लोज द रिवैल्यूएशन अकाउंट एंड ट्रांसफर द प्रॉफिट टू पार्टनर्स कैपिटल अकाउंट इन ओल्ड रेशियो? दिस इज ओनली फॉर द ओल्ड पार्टनर्स. हाँ चलो. फर्स्ट यू डू इट एंड देन विल पास द एंट्री. चलो भाई. 7,000. टेल मी कितना है प्रॉफिट? Now 2,000 is the profit. Now this 2,000 is shared among 2 Ram's capital, 2 Mohan's capital. बरोबर है? इन द रेशियो ऑफ, उनका ओल्ड रेशियो कितना था? अरे आंसर, उसका ओल्ड रेशियो कितना था? 3:2. ना 3:2 में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करो 2000 को, 1200 एंड 800, 1200 एंड 800 इन द रेशियो ऑफ 3:2. ना इसका जर्नल एंट्री मारना जरूरी है? जरूरी है, बिकॉज दे हैव आस्क्ड जर्नल एंट्रीज, यस और नो? Oh, understood. Shreya, understood. Girls, this side, all of you. Okay, चलो जर्नल एंट्री मारो, आ जाओ, जर्नल एंट्री बोलो. आ जाओ भाई. फोर्थ, रीवैल्यूएशन अकाउंट डेबिट. रीवैल्यूएशन अकाउंट डेबिट 2000 ना. टू Ram's capital 1200 to Mohan's capital 800, being profit on revaluation transferred to whom? Old partners in old profit sharing रेशियो. हो गया. बीइंग प्रॉफिट ऑन रीवैल्यूएशन ट्रांसफर टू ओल्ड पार्टनर्स इन ओल्ड प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग रेशियो. पुट इट इन कैपिटल अकाउंट. कैपिटल अकाउंट में आ जाओ. बाय रीवैल्यूएशन अकाउंट, बाय रीवैल्यूएशन अकाउंट इन ब्रैकेट प्रॉफिट इन द कॉलम ऑफ राम 1200, इन द कॉलम ऑफ मोहन 800. शाम के कॉलम में कुछ भी नहीं. हैव आई डन विद पार्ट ए? हैव आई डन विद पार्ट ए? Part B. Part B. बोलो बोलो. Part B. On admission. Very good. Shall we go ahead? Shall we go ahead? Okay. On admission. On admission. आ जाओ. Part B. Part B. On admission. Fifth one. Entry. बताओ. आ जाओ, बताओ भाई. I want your answer. Oh, I want your answer. I am waiting for it. Capital introduced by new partner. New partner का नाम क्या है? श्याम. How much is he bringing? 25,000. Entry. बैंक और कैश डेबिट. ओल्ड बैलेंस शीट में क्या है? देखो कैश बैलेंस है. ओल्ड बैलेंस शीट में बैंक है, देन ओनली बैंक. We'll put it as bank. Bank 25,000 to Sham's capital. मत हेड लो. ಎಷ್ಟು ಗಂಟಲ ಹರ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. Narration being capital brought in by new partner. Being capital brought in by new partner on admission. हो गया. Is he bringing his share of goodwill or firm's goodwill is given? O3. Read it carefully. He pays 25,000 as capital and 10,000 as his share of goodwill for 1/5 share of the profits. His share. This is not firm's goodwill. Already given that he is bringing 10,000. See, in my example, I took 90,000 as goodwill and then I said 1/3. Alhangitri. Ille clear cut they have given he is bringing 10,000. So his share is 1/5. Now tell me, you can find out firm's goodwill also. They can ask you a question. Find out firm's goodwill. What is firm's goodwill? 50,000. Very good. Because this is 10,000 is 1/5. For 1 full it is how much? अरे समझ में आया? So into 5/1. 10,000 into 5 by 50,000 is firm's goodwill. But he doesn't bring in firm's goodwill. He will bring his share. His share is 1/5. Understood? So 10,000 is brought in cash. Entry. Wait. This I'll post it in the capital account. By bank. By bank in the column of Sham. 25,000. Clear? pass the entry and post it into ledger. Clear? Tell me the next entry. Entry bank account debit. Bank account debit 10,000 ಅಲ್ಲ. to whom? Ram and Mohan. In which ratio? ನಿನ್ನ ಮತ್ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ರೇಷೋ ಅಂತೀಯಲ್ಲೋ. अरे पार्ट बी में ओल्ड रेशो गया रे बाबा. पार्ट बी में क्या है? थैंक यू, सॉरी. एक बार गुस्सा आता है मुझे, गुस्सा आता है. इतना अच्छा सिखाने के बाद भी ये ऐसा कर तो सर बहुत हो गया सर, टाइम थोड़ा ब्रेक चाहिए सर. हाँ बोलो कौन सा रेशो? वेरी गुड. नाउ इज सैक्रिफाइस रेशो गिवन और सैक्रिफाइस रेशो हैज टू बी फाउंड आउट. सो उसके लिए वर्किंग नोट. अंडरस्टूड? सो लीव अराउंड 6 lines and put a working note. ये एक ही एंट्री है गुडविल, उसके बाद एंट्री नहीं है. इज दैट क्लियर? ले लो वर्किंग नोट नंबर 1. कैलकुलेशन ऑफ हाँ सैक्रिफाइस रेशो. नो न्यू ओल्ड करके ले लो मे बी. New ratio minus old ratio. If the answer is negative, sacrifice. If the answer is positive, gain. You don't put it as G, you put it as sacrifice and gain in proper way. राम का नया रेशो क्या है? अरे नया रेशो क्या है राम का? सबका नया रेशो बोलो कितना है? 5:3:2. Okay, 5/10. 5/10 minus old ratio 3/5. LCM 10 into 1 into 2. 5 minus 6 minus 1/10. Sham, sorry, Mohana. Murli Mohana. Sanga 3/10 minus 2/5. LCM 10 into 1 into 2. 3 minus 4 minus 1/10. Therefore, sacrifice ratio is equal to 1:1/10. 1/10 is 1:1. Okay, pass the entry. 1:1. 10,000 to Ram's capital. 5,000 to Mohan's capital. What? Sham is a new partner. Cha kude hogre ನೀವು? होरे टाइम झाले माहित झालं मला. Being goodwill brought in cash, distributed among Ram and Mohan in Suhas in sacrifice ratio. ऐसा दिमाग को मार के ले रहे सैक्रिफाइस करके. हाँ अभी इसको एंट्री मारने का ना, पोस्ट करने का ना. शैल वी गो अहेड? पोस्टिंग बाय बैंक in bracket goodwill in the column of Ram 5,000, in the column of Mohan 5,000. Have they withdrawn the goodwill? If they withdraw the goodwill, Ram account debit, Mohan account debit to cash. Withdraw किया तो, withdraw नहीं किया है. हो गया? Now part B is done. Part C after admission equalization. इस सम में equalization नहीं दिया है तो खत्म, सीधा बैलेंस शीट. मगर बैलेंस शीट से पहले कैपिटल अकाउंट को बैलेंस करना जरूरी है कि नहीं है? है कि नहीं है? हाँ बोलो. 26,200 इलेस्ट ಬಂತು 30,800 ಇಲ್ಲೇ 25,000 ಮತ್ತೇನು ಕೊಟ್ರನೆ? ಮತ್ತೇನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ? हाँ चलो आ जाओ गाइस. 26,200, 30,800, 25,000 to balance टू balance carried down किती आहे balance? ओ balance किती आहे? हाँ 26,200 balance, 30,800 balance, 25,000 balance, closing balance. Now this closing balance, where it will come? Closing balance sheet means obviously after admission. हाँ Ram's capital, Mohan's capital, hello, Sham's capital, 26,200, 30,800, 25,000. Now I am asking you a question, please answer this. Hello, 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 have you taken this? Fast, 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 fast. ले लिया? Now go to your old balance sheet. Go to old balance sheet. सम में क्वेश्चन में जाओ, क्वेश्चन में जाओ. लायबिलिटी साइड और कौन सा है देखो. ट्रेड पेएबल चेंज हो रहा है, चेंज हो रहा है क्या? नहीं. व्हाट नहीं? यूजलेस फेलो. देयर इज अ न्यू लायबिलिटी व्हिच इज क्रिएटेड. नो न्यू हेडिरला ಹೊಸ लायबिलिटी ಒಂದು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಗೋ ಟು ಯುವರ್ ಚೆಕ್ योर रिवैल्यूएशन अकाउंट. इन योर रिवैल्यूएशन अकाउंट ये देखो इधर नया लायबिलिटी बढ़ गया है. यो ಯಪ್ಪ लायबिलिटी ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಆಗೈತಿ. ಓ ಆಗೈತಿಲ್ಲೋ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ट्रेड पेएबल. इज दैट क्लियर? आ जाओ. क्या लिखोगे? ट्रेड पेएबल. ओल्ड कितना था? ओल्ड कितना था? 15,000. नया कितना है? 1,500. टोटल 16,500. गो टू असेट साइड. गो टू असेट साइड. बिल्डिंग. ओल्ड बिल्डिंग यू टेल मी. 18. Add appreciation 7. Outer column 25. This appreciation is coming here in this thing. So 7,000 tick madri. 7,000 आतु 1,500 आतु. Now trade receivable and plant and machinery उतना ही लेने का है. हाँ बोलो. Plant and machinery old कितना है? 15. Less depreciation कितना हुआ? 3. Outer column 12. I think inventory same. Inventory no changes na 12,000. ಹೇಳ್ರಪ್ಪ. ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ರಿಸೀವಬಲ್ಸ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್. ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ರಿಸೀವಬಲ್ಸ್ 10,000 लेस PDD to 500 ना. आउटर कॉलम 9,500 और लेस बैड डेट्स भी कर सकते हैं आप. लेस करके बोलो. हाँ 500. नाउ बैंक 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 बैलेंस. ओल्ड कितना है? वैभवी ओल्ड ಎಷ್ಟೈತೆ ಹೇಳ. ಮತ್ತ 5 ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಎಷ್ಟು ತಗೋಬೇಕು? ಇನ್ನರ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ 5 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಶ್ಯಾಮ್ ಅದಾನಲ್ಲ ಎಷ್ಟು ತಂದ? ಮುರಳೀಧರ ಎಷ್ಟು ತಂದ? 25 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 10 ಗುಡ್ವಿಲ್. that is not withdrawn. So cash balance has increased. Cash balance has increased 40,000. Balance sheet. Balance sheet. 98. Both the sides. 98,500. Just check both the sides. Is it same? 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. 98,500. Now see, did we miss even a single adjustment? No. Yes, proper तरीके से किया ना, सब कुछ है. Shall we take a break? We shall take a break 15 minutes and we'll resume with law.